This is a HeadGum podcast.
That's what it'll be.
Yeah. I like the one with the glasses.
Welcome to Dynamic Banter. It's pretty early.
It is, and I'm sorry about that.
It's okay, man. I'm actually okay. I'm operating on Canada time still.
Good.
Yeah.
It's the coldest time.
And honestly, dude, Canada is such a gift.
Uh-huh.
Toronto is such a gift.
It's a beautiful... You're saying GIF or gift?
Well, if I was saying GIF, I would have said Toronto is a beautiful GIF.
GIF.
I think Toronto...
And this has been...
Toronto, Canada, whatever, any part of Canada is a gift. And the point I'm trying to make is that I had such a wonderful time in Toronto.
Yeah.
And then coming back, I'm having residual wonderful. Like, it's affected my life in a positive way to the point where I'm still in Canada time.
It's a re-energizing situation.
Yeah, and I also, I'm waking up at a decent time.
Uh-huh.
I don't feel tired.
Yeah.
I don't feel,
No
I'm going to
going.
feel it in like an hour.
Mm-hmm. Well set.
But yeah, Toronto just gave me post-gift. They sent me off with like a nice new sleep schedule.
Yeah. It's a beautiful place. It's very clean. I noticed. They have those people in those golf cart looking things with the elephant trunk, and they just scoop up garbage all day.
Yeah.
That created several jobs. Why doesn't LA have that? Why do we have to live knee deep in the trash?
Why doesn't New York have that?
You shit on New York all the time as if LA's not butt fucking disgusting.
Dude, listen. I was talking to this last night. I was talking to the trash in New York last night.
Uh-huh.
I was talking to...
You were on a pretty serious acid trip.
And
I talked to a good deal of the trash in New York City.
I was on the corner of the street at 3 a.m. yelling at some trash.
What if that's what they're doing? And then they all have podcasts the next morning.
No, we were talking about this last night. I mean, I don't want to keep shitting on New York. There's a lot to like about New York. But, dude, I truly believe New York has more trash than Los Angeles.
At
least visible.
Could not disagree with you more.
New York has more visible trash than Los Angeles.
I understand why you say that, and I get it. But it is unequivocally incorrect.
I have to disagree with you.
I
I
think
politely disagree.
Downtown Los Angeles has just as much trash as New York City, and then Silver Lake, and then we'll keep the valley out of it. We could keep the valley out of it and still come head and shoulders. Go and look it up, Steve.
You know
look it
what?
up on your machine. I'm now telling the machine exactly what it could do with a lifetime supply.
You know what,
of
Mike?
chocolate.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and.
Who has more trash? Google. It's Siri. If I wanted to yell at trash.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and deny that.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have proof?
Let's see what the computer says.
Okay.
Because the computer would know.
The computer would know. Did you know Dynasty? Oh, they might have already had it. The Dynasty
New York
Theater's
City.
doing the Harry Nilsson thing.
This is from New York City Patch. This is a New York-based website.
This is a bunch of people who couldn't get a job at a newspaper.
And it says, New York City is the dirtiest metropolis in the United States, with more pests and litter than any place else, according to a review of government data by the cleaning services company Busy Bee.
The cleaning services
The company ranked 40 urban areas across the country based on pest and litter data from the American Housing Survey, air pollution data from the Environmental Protection Agency, and population estimates from the U.S. Census Bureau. The Big Apple took the top spot in 3 of those categories, giving it a highest in the nation score
Out of how many categories?
of 427.9 on Busy Bee's Dirtiness Index.
Dude, come on, man. You can't make up a scale and be like, well, you got 25,000 phlebians.
New York City well outpaced its West Coast rival Los Angeles, which ranked second overall with a score of 317.8.
Okay.
So I didn't disagree that LA is disgusting. New York is bad.
According to 15 people who couldn't get a job at a traditional newspaper.
You want me to cite more sources, Mike?
In the flea bean scale.
Some 904,000 homes in the city have litter on nearby streets or properties, and nearly 2.3 million homes have seen signs of mice, rats, or cockroaches in the past year. New York also ranks first for population density with 28,000 people per square mile. New York has less air pollution than some other large cities. EPA figures show the city's air has a 1 hour average concentration of 60 parts per billion of nitrogen dioxide.
And there's a sip.
Which is a harmful chemical that can cause breathing problems.
So you prefer...
But LA leads the nation in that category. LA has worse air pollution.
So we're living in filth. You would just prefer not to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just let me breathe it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll breathe it in. I just don't want to I don't want to smell it. I don't want to see it.
You breathe
out of sight,
in...
out of mind.
Sure. Fine.
I can without fail walk past some kind of source hole in the ground. A sewer pipe, a tiny little exhaust boy. Yay high off the ground.
Yeah, I've seen them.
I can't walk past one of those in New York without smelling the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life.
They have those downtown, though.
I know, and they're
Just
bad.
in city areas.
They're totally bad.
Yeah.
But New York has something special in there, man.
Well,
they've got a mixture of some good ones.
They have more dirt pipes per capita.
This data here says New York has quite a high collection of stank.
Stank pipes.
Their stank pipes are none other in the country.
And that's where the Weezer song came from.
Stank pipe. Ding 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 ding. That's the Weird Al parody. I loved Toronto, man. God damn it. What
it's
a beautiful
It's nothing
city.
like either of these places.
Nothing like either of these places.
Yeah.
Except potentially, you know what it is like? How I can compare Toronto to New York or LA is that New York and LA want to be Toronto so bad.
Why do you say that?
Because because anyone from LA or New York can go to Toronto and cannot deny the cleanliness, the beauty,
yeah,
and the kind of general organization that you can just the aesthetics of the city. We wish we had that here.
It's yeah, it's very beautiful.
It's just such a pretty place.
Yeah, it looks like somebody put together one of those 3D puzzles that you order off television.
It's like Disney built a city and then let the people have it and let only good people have it.
Yeah, here, you take it. I even went to the financial district. There was this one guy, Elliot, who came to one of my shows, and then he hit me and Zoya up afterwards. He was like, I work in the financial district at this place called Walrus Bar or Walrus Pub or something like that. And it was just this gigantic, gorgeous, modern gastro pub type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm using any of those words correctly, but this is what.
These are words I've heard, and so I will not refute them.
Good, thank you so much. And it was by far the cleanest restaurant in the world.
Really?
But it was fucking awesome, and it was in the financial district, which means that everyone there's like a financial analyst or a investment whatever, and I was expecting everyone to be shitty, and they are in New York. And no one was shitty.
Yeah, man. It's just a different... I mean, I guess...
But also, here's what they have that we don't have. So much hurt cold. So much hurty cold.
I know that, and I haven't quite experienced it yet, but I would prefer... I don't know. I guess I can't say. I can't speak to it.
So this was your
first time
Because I've never
felt
here,
hurty
right?
cold.
So,
no, it's my second time.
Second time. When was the latest towards the winter that
I
you've
don't
been
remember.
So
this might be the latest towards the winter I've been.
Did you... this festival used to be a month afterwards. And that's when the hurdy cold just starts. For us, it would be terrible. And they had. Did you go underground in the underground mall
No,
at all? They have a mall that spans like miles in all directions, so you don't have to walk several city blocks above
because
ground.
of all the snow and heat and cold.
The
heated
because
snow.
of the heated cold.
Because of the heat.
That's a hot cold.
Boys, there's some hot snow out there today. Watch your step.
Heat up the shovels. We gotta get the snow out.
Um.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. A heated shovel.
Oh, that's nice.
Somebody call.
You can cut right through that.
Somebody call that store in the mall with all the gadgets.
Somebody called Billy Mays.
Somebody called Brooke Stone.
Somebody called As Seen on TV. Hello, is this Jonathan As Seen on TV? I did talk to quite a few people who are Toronto locals, and they were saying that like sometimes, I mean, they just leave in the winter, like they'll go traveling or
They
something.
stay underground.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. I
want to give it a
Connecticut.
shot though, dude. I talked to someone who,
Prove it.
a mutual friend,
Yeah.
who I was like, I just want to like try this place out. I just want to like give it. I want to try it on for size.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, why don't you live in my place and then I'll live in your place. And then we'll just do like a house swap.
Yeah. That's when you fuck each other's wives.
That is when we fuck each other's wives.
Yeah.
And she was like, I am 100% down for this. Let's do it. And so like I'm going to plan for it maybe next year or something.
How
I'll just live
long?
there for a month or something.
Which month? It's so important.
I think I want to give it, I think I'd like to test it out in the coldest month just to give it a shot because I've been there enough now that I love it. And now I just want to test it out when it's the absolute coldest.
I think coming
give that a
from
shot.
a good friend of yours who has watched you wear a down coat with a fur collar
In the summer?
in 80-degree weather, you die. I think personally, and I don't mean to over-exaggerate, I think you would die.
Dude, I'm a penguin. I love wearing layers. I love wearing coats.
Penguins love wearing coats.
Dude, they wear natural coats. Penguins have their born coats.
Okay.
Dude, I love the cold. I mean, I've been to the snow. I've been to some like wintry wonderlands.
You would love New York in the winter. The snow covers up all the trash.
I've been to New York in the winter, and I think it's lovely. Because you're right, it covers all the trash, and the smell isn't as you can't. It's not carried by the heat wave.
It's like if somebody shit in the counter and then somebody put a pan top over
A
the
pot
counter.
lid,
Yeah,
yeah.
pot lid. Yeah. Pan top. Jesus Christ.
That's the not brand name version because we're not sponsored.
Pan tops.
Dude, but I love it. I'll wear shorts in the winter and like I'm one of those guys that likes to like I mean yeah, I'm a weirdo. I'll wear like a big jacket like when it's not cold. But I just cuz my life has been preparing to live in a really cold place, I think. But I don't know, I want to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot.
Great.
So anyway, I had a great time at Buffer Festival. It was my first one ever.
Uh-huh.
And I had a goddamn blast. It was great.
Great.
I met a lot of great people and saw a lot of good friends that live in the same fucking city I live in, but I've only hung out with them in other parts of the world and not in our city. But yeah, man, it was wonderful. I had a wonderful time, and we were in the same fucking place, and we never saw each other.
Yeah, that's okay.
We were just busy boys.
Yeah.
We really were on, like, even though I remember before going to Buffer, I was like, oh, we don't have to do much while we're here. We could just, like, go explore Toronto. And it really was, like, there was no time for anything while we were there. Like, I really wanted to go to that Big Trouble pizza place, and I didn't get to go. How was it?
That's
It was
too
wonderful.
bad, man.
I know. I tried really hard. I wanted to go so bad. I couldn't fit it in my shake.
Couldn't fit in a half an hour.
I wanted to so bad, but we
You
were
didn't have a half hour.
we had to at one
Walked
point
around Kensington
we had to
Market.
take like an hour drive to like some place to get a suit for this gala event at the Buffer Festival.
I remember that part.
And we were like, and then that was a whole ordeal because I don't own a suit.
Yeah, and they don't let you because it's very important.
They certainly don't. We ended up doing that, and that was a lot of time. Yeah, and we went to Kensington Market because Lee was like, we have to go, we have to go, we have to go. And I was like, well, I would love to. But I think it was like one of those things where it was like...
And you had to be together because you're tired.
yeah, exactly.
You're physically tired.
I think it was one of those things where it was like, I wanted to go because I had heard that the people that run that place are like huge Dynamic Banter fans, and I told them all that, and I think they were like, "Oh," I think they were less interested because they were like,
I mean,
this
you
is
need
just
to become more independent.
this is my own assumptions, but yeah, I wanted to go with like. Some
I have
friends.
just so you know, I have a T-shirt for you.
Oh hell yeah!
From someone who really wished you stopped by.
Oh man, I love Toronto.
For a couple
I
minutes.
will be back. And I will, and that's gonna be on my #1 priority list of places to visit.
Okay, great.
But yeah, I'm really
we
sad I
sat
missed it.
down at that place, and it's a very small pizza place, and it's all painted like the 80s, and they have like 5 pizzas, and one is a spicy pepperones,
Bless
one
you.
is some kind of a Asian concoction with a house-made spicy jam, and one is this. Their big seller is this butter, cheese, and balsamic raspberry reduction.
Holy shit!
And I was like, well, I'm not a big mushroom person. I don't like all this stuff, and I don't want to waste anything. So I guess I'll just take one slice of this and one slice of this. And when we got in there, they were like, everything's on us, obviously. It was me, Sam, Danny, and... you ever see that Broadway show Sam Danny? And
Yeah.
And Zoya. And they were like, okay, we'll take care of you. And we went and sat outside, and they just made us all 5 fresh pizzas.
No way.
And then we shared all those things, and we talked with them, and we had a great time. And then they gave us T-shirts, and they were like, make sure Steve gets this, because I know that in his heart he would want to be here.
Yeah.
Even though he's in the same city.
I thought about it for days. I mapped it out.
He's probably somewhere walking around Kensington Market, kind of lost and confused, but probably wants to be here.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did want to be there.
Even though, like, this place is walking distance from the hotel that you guys were staying in.
Was it
It's
really?
Probably, yeah, man. You didn't even look
That's
it up?
bullshit. I looked at the map. It was not walking distance.
Okay.
I mean, it was walking distance had you had time.
That's everything.
Yeah.
You just described everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go, and I'm sad I didn't. But listen, I guarantee I will go. I will be back in Toronto. I'm going to try to live there, Mike.
Guys, please stay in business.
I'm going to try to live there for a month
Good luck.
next year. I can't wait.
I want a daily vlog.
I think the
from you.
reason why people are so happy over there is because they have their free health care.
Uh-huh.
They have their beautiful vistas.
Yeah. And they have their president, attractive hockey man.
Yeah, attractive hockey man.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I loved it. I had such a good time. I had a great time. And we were like, we want to come back. And they were like, okay.
Good.
So we're going to go back.
Good.
We're going back tomorrow.
See it.
Getting back on a plane.
Yeah.
Dude, I did too much flying, man.
What does that
I was
mean?
at Austin. I flew to Austin like a week before, and then we went to Toronto, and then I almost went to New York Comic Con. I had to
That's
put
like
a kibosh
today,
on
right?
that. Yeah, or I think it started today. Yeah, but most of my friends and stuff left like a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I couldn't have done it. I don't think I could do that.
How long is the flight to Texas?
It's like 4 hours, like 3 or 4 hours.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little jaunt. It's a nice little derp.
Elton John.
So you sound to have a little bit of a.
Yeah. Well,
Did you get some?
It's cold, and we slept with the windows open.
Yeah.
Because we went to a place where you didn't have to use air conditioning.
What
am I saying? And
Dude, everyone in my group got something.
yeah.
I didn't though, and I think the reason why is because I had a little bit of a cold here before I left.
So you got your base tan.
I got my base tan,
Yeah.
and I built up my tolerance for whatever that was, and then I think my body was just like, we good. And then I went to Toronto, and then yeah, everyone got a little something.
Yeah. It's just so much cold. Even though it's not like blistery cold, so much colder than we're used to. And it drizzled, and there was moisture
That was
in the
so
air.
nice, man.
I
know we're not used to it.
Yeah, dude. I want to talk about this this black market place.
Okay, talk about it.
All it is.
So you
it's
bought stuff on the black market.
Fuck yeah! I got a kid now,
Heroin.
dude. It's the shit. So
I got a kidney, and it's on my living room table.
yeah,
It's on the coffee table, and
I
it looks
bought
great.
twins as well. So there is it's called Black
DVD?
Market Laser disc. It is it's like a punk rock thrift store, And all you see from the street, I think it's on Queen Street, you just see a door with like a Twilight Zone kind of black and white
Ooh, I love that.
vortex looking thing. It says Black Market. And you go in, you go downstairs, and there's a bunch of people who work there who don't necessarily want to talk to you because they're not about society.
No, of course not.
They live underground.
Yeah.
And then there's just racks and racks of just every band t-shirt. Every band who's ever had a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And they're old and everything smells exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I go and I get at least one awesome t-shirt every year. Like, have you seen my the Wednesday Addams t-shirt that I have where it looks like Wendy's the restaurant? I got that there. And there's also a wall of t-shirts that they print themselves. They take all these blank t-shirts that they get, like Calvin Klein from like fucking 1991 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'll screen print their shit and they'll sell it for like $5.
Wow, I love that.
So I got this, which is like an old school Obey t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I got this other t-shirt that has this terrible screen print of Biggie Smalls holding up a Sega Genesis controller and a Super Nintendo controller. And I brought a whole suitcase filled with clothes, and I think I wore 2 things the entire time.
Dude, same. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
And I ended up buying shit too. I ended up buying thrift store stuff.
Yeah, nice.
I bought like a big, great coat jacket.
Yeah.
And then I bought this like furry thing that I wore to the gala.
I saw that. That
Yeah.
looked good.
And it was like packing it was not fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I only wore like 2 or 3 things I packed for sure.
That was
also.
a good time.
What is the Biggie shirt with him holding a Sega Genesis controller and a Super Nintendo controller?
In one of his most popular songs, he has a famous line that goes, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When the was broke, couldn't even picture this. Big Smalls.
Wow. Giant, tiny. Large, small.
Large, smaller.
Large, not as large.
I like that. You think they ran through him and Puff Daddy were sitting in a hotel room?
Hey man, we gotta come up with a name, man.
I think I like. How about Big? No, it's not gonna work.
Big. Here comes Big.
There's too many bigs. Why would you want to be that many bigs?
Plus,
right,
Big
how about
Bird.
Big Small.
Hold on. Big Bird's already big.
Yo, that's a good point.
I forgot to think about that.
So much good food, man. We went to this place called White Brick, and it was towards the Kensington Market area. I don't know if it's Kensington Market proper, but it's like a chicken and waffles place.
Oh yeah, maybe.
And it was the best. It was the best experience, mouthfeel.
I'm upset with my group, and listen. I understand your whole like you can go break off and do your own thing or whatever, but that's not who I am, Mike. I'm not a like put my coat on and leave the house without a destination, without a friend, without someone with me type of person. I don't like to just go off and especially if I'm gonna like experience something amazing that like I know is going to be amazing. I don't want to do it alone because then I have to explain to everybody about how I did this amazing thing they didn't get to do, and nobody wants to hear that.
But that's getting these experiences and having these experiences for other people.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I would end up having it for other people regardless of who I went with.
I'm just going to say one thing, and then we don't even have to talk about it anymore if you don't want to. I think you're going to miss out on so many amazing things in your life.
Well, I mean, look.
If you need somebody else to be there with you.
I definitely don't need someone to be there. I would just prefer it. I just, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just who I am. It's just who I am. It's not, and I think you could very easily just say like, oh, someone who's living this type of lifestyle is not living their best life or something.
I didn't say that.
But
I
it's
just
like,
said you're going to miss out on a lot of shit,
just,
which is being proven right now.
Yeah,
you're telling the story of proving what I'm saying right
we
now.
could be somewhere else right now.
We could be having 2 different solo podcasts and scheduling
talking
a time
to no one, and it would be better.
Dude, we should do a podcast where it's 2 of us separately, but we put the
audio together. Oh man, I think that would drive people insane. It's been a while since we've driven people insane.
Yeah, everyone in Canada was asking about the whereabouts of the horns.
Yeah, the horns have been.
He's like, how do you misplace so many horns?
The horns are an old bit, I think. Not to like. Not
a
to
DB?
like.
Is that a dead bit? This has been.
Yeah, we got the was it the DBDBs? Remember we were
DBDB.
saying the dynamic banter dead bit graveyard or whatever. I forgot what that.
We should make a
thing was.
T-shirt with all the dead bits on it.
I mean, look, I'm not saying it's officially dead. I'm just saying that it's been a bit. It has been a bit, and I am acknowledging that the horns have been absent for a time. I think largely due to the fact that we are in a new location, and my drawer of horns is not at arm shot anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll come back. It'll come back.
There was somebody railing against that that this set doesn't feel as cozy as the original set.
Yeah.
And
well, it's not a home.
What
it's a
this
house.
is, yeah, but what this is like it's like a visual representation of us doing a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then people are like, fuck this place.
This is the Noah's Arcade, Wayne's World.
Yeah.
This is the Wayne's World brought to you by Noah's Arcade.
Right. That would be a good neon sign to have.
Yeah, Noah's Arcade.
Yeah.
I'd love that. Or a T-shirt. I'm sure that exists. Noah's Arcade.
It's probably
T-shirt.
at that fucking store.
It probably is at that fucking store. But anyway, what I was trying to say is that I didn't get any poutine. I wanted poutine, but I didn't get any
Because you're with 4 others.
No, I decided that it's like poutine is delicious, obviously, but anytime I passed by a place that had like delicious poutine, I was either not hungry or just like, man, do I really want to eat cheese and gravy right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't feeling it this time.
Okay.
But the guys, I was like, every time we were deciding where to go to eat together, everyone was on board with like some kind of chain. Like everyone wanted to go to Ruth's Chris to have like their fancy dinner.
Yeah.
And it's like Ruth's Chris is fine and it's a delicious place and it's fancy, but it's like it's a chain. It's in New York, it's in LA.
So you went out of your way to not have a cultural experience.
I mean, we definitely did.
We were in Toronto.
We were, and that's what matters. Yeah. But I was really upset. I mean, I wasn't super upset about it, but I hit up Harley and I was like, dude, where do we got to go to eat? Like,
see, that's the thing to do. Maybe you ask the locals.
Yeah, I was like, tell me, man.
Then you got to listen to them.
Yeah, and he said, you guys have to go to Momofuku?
Momofuku? Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, this is the one place that like I am putting my foot down. This is where we're going. We have to go here.
Uh-huh.
And we went, and it was fucking delicious.
Yeah, you could have had shit like that every meal.
Oh, I know.
I have not been. I have not.
It was delicious, man. It's just like ramen, a delicious ramen.
Nice. Everyone loves ramen.
Everyone loves ramen. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a fancy place,
There's a
too.
quail egg. Oh, there's a quail egg in here.
What was his wife's name?
Oh.
This is his brother?
Yeah.
What was his wife's name?
Deborah, you dropped a quail? Did somebody drop a quail egg in here? Oh, it's my brother. I'm listening to my brother.
You sound like if a dump truck had a voice.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, you want some soup? Are you dying?
Where's my mom?
Where's my mom?
Where's my mom? Where's my mom?
Holy shit.
Remember that scene?
Yeah. In Demolition
When he said,
Man.
"Where's my mom?" over and
half the
over
movie.
again. It was a real sad scene. How were your shows, man? How was your stand-up stuff?
Awesome,
Ooh,
man.
we got to do a sponsor spot.
Okay, go.
Just kidding. Tell me how your shows were, and then we'll do a sponsor spot.
Most of them were completely sold out. I got to
Nice.
hang with all these comedians who I never get to see, and they're all unbelievably talented people. And I shouted them out one by one, and I think I forgot some people in Mike in the Morning episode, the most recent one. And it was so fucking awesome. And if you're anywhere near Toronto or Niagara Falls, or if you live in Buffalo for whatever reason, definitely don't live there. There is the Corner Comedy Club downtown on John Street, which is right near that thrift store place. And then there's Corner Comedy Club East, and then there's they got a big place in Niagara Falls, and you should all go there and have a night out.
Yeah, I really wanted to go to Niagara Falls, man.
It's the weirdest fucking place. It's the weirdest fucking place I've ever been in my entire life.
Explain.
You know Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Jersey Shore?
No.
Okay, so if you bent Hollywood Boulevard into like 4 blocks
Okay.
and made it a little bit more kitschy and added like more wax museums and haunted houses and a Papa John's, that's Niagara Falls.
What the fuck? So it's like a Coney Island, like a...
Yeah. So that's that part of it. And then the Niagara Falls part of it, the actual wonder of the world. Is that a wonder of the world?
I don't know. I think it might be one of the wonders.
Everyone's familiar with what Niagara Falls is. That part is like fucking beautiful. And my one regret was that we didn't get to take the boat.
We were planning to take the boat.
Or what is it? The hornblower.
Oh, the hornblower, yeah.
Old hornblower.
We were planning to take the boat. We were doing research into it, and there was like a whole ordeal because it goes over a state line or something.
I don't know. Probably. Because you're looking at like Michigan.
Yeah.
You could see Old Glory.
Old Glory.
Old Glory.
Oh.
The quail egg in my soup.
Press X fast. X. Smash X. Guys, how about a quick word from our sponsor? That's Squarespace. Honk, 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 honk.
Deborah, somebody dropped a quail egg in my soup.
Guys, Squarespace is just, I don't know, the best place to go to create your website, turn your cool idea into a physical website that you can hold in your hands.
A brick and mortar website.
You can showcase your work, blog or publish your content, sell products and services of all kinds, promote your physical or online business, announce an upcoming event or special project, and more. And Squarespace does this by giving you beautiful templates created by world-class designers. Their powerful e-commerce functionality lets you sell anything online, and the ability to customize look and feel, settings, products, and more with just a few clicks. And everything's optimized for mobile right out of the box, which means you can just do it on your phone in your bed. You don't have to get up. You don't have to put on your paints. And let's not forget their world-famous 24/7 award-winning customer support. Guys, Mike Falzone.
I was waiting for the music to come back in. That was very intense. I'm sweating. Just from listening to that song.
Guys, Mike Falzone.
Of the hit show Everyone Loves Ramen.
Guys, we're going to encourage people to make it. Just make it. Make it yourself. Easily create a website by yourself. Trust me. Check it out. It's so easy you're not going to believe it. And make it stand out. Stand out with a beautiful website, guys. You want to impress your peers. You want to get a good job. If you want a good job, you got to have a good website.
Everybody
Especially if you're trying to be a designer or a product creator or... What else am I talking about here?
If you want to sell crafts, maybe you make something. Do you gotta turn the song off? You have to. There's no... There's a guy in that band that just plays the cymbal.
Yeah.
And he hits it as hard
And he's
as
a
he can.
very respected man. So guys, go to squarespace.com/banter. That's squarespace.com/banter for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code BANTER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Just check it out. Just go look. You got some time.
Futz around with it.
Just futz around. Go to squarespace.com/banter. Super easy. Check it out. When you want to launch, use the offer code BANTER at that checkout and you get 10% off your purchase. And that's all there is to it, baby boy. And I promise you can have a good time.
Somebody dropped some bok choy in my soup. my brother and I love you.
You could replace that guy with a hippopotamus and no one would notice. Can I put in a plug, or do we have
Absolutely.
another ad?
No, that's it, baby.
We have, ending today, is the pre-sale for the spookiest.
Dude, how do we get one? Can I get one?
You gotta ask.
Can I have one?
I'm gonna need about $30.
Are you getting one?
There is. I would love one if
Yeah.
there are any left.
Yeah.
We've already sold a bunch in the pre-sale,
I'm gonna hit up Byron.
and then that's closing today, Friday,
So
midnight.
that means
o'clock.
as you're listening to
PM.
this,
Yeah.
if you want that super rad dynamic banter shirt with the spooky drippy font
And it's glow in the dark.
and it's glow in the dark,
Black shirt. glow
you're
in the
gonna
dark.
want this shirt. It's super rad.
Yeah. If you're ever in a dark place, if you want to be the coolest person in a dark place, gonna want it,
This shirt could save your life.
dude.
You could be almost mugged by someone, and then they see you in the dark with that sweet shirt, and they go,
Yeah, and that little bit of hesitation sometimes is all you need.
"It's
to
all
get
you
away.
need." Yeah.
Yeah, disarm a robber with this shirt. But I think I wear dynamic banter stuff all the time because I like things that are just like one bold design.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I love the show, but one bold design and then like that's it, and no one really knows what it is. It's not like a Nike shirt.
Yeah. It's
You
just
know?
it's just something that you got to know what it is to know what it is.
Yeah, baby.
It's it's like
clue.
you're in a secret club.
It's like hair club for men.
Hang around the dirty streets of New York in your dynamic banter shirt that glows in the dark.
And when you're done with it, just take it off, throw it on the ground.
No one will care.
Some
No
homeless
one will
will pick
bat
it
an
up,
eye.
and they'll be ever so grateful. And that'll be the coolest homeless person on the planet.
Yeah. With a glow in the dark shirt.
Hell yeah.
He can read his news papier in the dark.
What if it was bright enough to you can read in the dark if you're wearing this shirt? You're like
that would
boyfriend or
be
girlfriend's
not
trying to
good.
sleep, and they're like, okay,
Hey, can you
why are
maybe
you wearing
take
this
off
shirt
the
to
shirt?
Hey, would you mind shutting the light off? What are you talking?
There's no
about?
light on. Huh? Is that it's your shirt?
It hurts. I'm closing my eyes and it hurts.
I close my eyes and it's like daylight in the room through my eyelids.
Did you have glow in the dark stuff when you were little?
Oh yeah.
Did you hear that you had to charge it up?
Oh yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, I mean, it just you could like what I would do is I would stick it in near a light bulb. I would stick like the glow in the dark thing near like a lit light bulb. And I would hold it up to it and I'd rub it, I'd kiss it, I'd give him kisses. I would just like hold it there for a bit and then you like take it out and turn the light off and then it would glow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it does kind of charge, but it just goes away pretty quick though.
Yeah. I just always thought that was like a something to subdue an annoying kid. Because I had all these Ghostbusters toys.
Yeah.
I was like, why isn't it glowing? It has to glow. That's the whole thing. And I would do that thing where
Where the clothes would glow? I remember
I
that.
think it was like a ghost and like the tongue or the eyes glue or
Yeah.
what is the past tense of
glowed.
glowed on Netflix now, not a sponsor. And and my mom would always be like, well, you got to charge it up. And into my adult years, I was like, she was just saying that so
To
I would
get
shut
her
the
out of
fuck
your
up
hair,
until
yeah.
dusk.
To get you out of her hair.
Yeah. Go put it in the sun or something. I don't
No,
give a
it
fuck.
totally charges up.
Stop strapping fireworks to things.
I think even glow in the dark stuff still needs to be charged up the same way.
Okay, well, when you get this shirt, please make sure you charge it
This
up.
shirt's glow in the dark. These aliens and the spaceships and
Is
stuff.
it charged? Under these hot boy lights?
I don't think so.
Man. But how would you know? You never wear that shirt in the dark.
I've never worn this shirt in the dark. So actually, you know what? I don't know. I really don't. Cue the bungle music. KG says you bungled it. Y'all bungled it. Hey guys, I'm writing you beautiful baby boys to tell you that Steve in particular, wait for it, has bungled it.
Can't even play the bungle music. What happens now?
I'm looking for it.
What happens now? I'm going to be in Nashville November 5th, I believe. If you want to buy tickets to that, it's on eventbrite.com. Also, Friends and Friends returns on October 20th, and I'd love to see you there. Los Angeles area, North Fairfax. It's a Saturday night, 8 o'clock. Go ahead and buy tickets on eventbrite.com. Also, I could do this all day. We have a spooky T-shirt that the pre-roll, pre-sale ends tonight at midnight Eastern Western time. We bungled it. Hey, I really have that feeling. Hey, can I say this? Fuck that band.
Why? What happened? Tell me, baby.
They're just not good.
Oh, I like that band. I can't find the bungle music.
I saw
Wow.
them live, and they were great live. And then they came out with another album, and I was like, no thanks.
I do like that band. Steve, man, I love you, but I can't see ya. That fucking mic stand has been in the way of your incredibly beautiful face, fuck face,
I've brought it
for
up.
the past few podcast videos.
I've brought it up.
I mean, I just think we're in an unfortunate angle.
I mean, we're not in a place where
I guess I
nothing
could put
can
it
be
here.
moved.
I could put it here.
Anywhere.
And then it
Almost,
goes-
literally almost anywhere in this room
We
would
could
be
flip
better
it.
than exactly
We could do
where
like
this-
a flippy do.
This is all possible. Why am I fine, but you're the mirror version of me right now,
Yeah.
or
I
vice
don't know.
versa?
I don't know. Someone needs to explain that math to us.
Do you see?
Is it because I need to like lean in more? Because I can't lean in
just
as much
be
because you're on
engaged
the
in the
laptop.
conversation?
I think it's because you don't have a
the
laptop.
can't move.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Push the laptop.
but then I gotta like, then I gotta do one of these.
Oh man, I feel like I'm picturing exactly what you were like as a little kid right now. I can't because the cup is here. I can't put my arm here because the cup is. Steve, move the cup.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying that I'm
You're
not.
Paul Rudd in Wet Hot
Listen,
American Summer.
I'm not conscious of the obstruction.
Unless your best friend told you about it 3 or 4 times already.
I know, but listen, man. My priority here is getting this into this.
Uh-huh. Even regardless of what everybody says.
I'm just saying that, like, the audio version of this podcast is my top priority.
The only one you care about.
If I can't
but
see,
not enough to not play unmonetizable music in it.
listen. If I can't be seen, I'm sorry. I will do something to remedy that. And it says here, I'm gonna throw Mike under the bus too for not notifying Steve to get his shit together.
No,
Which
keep me out of your shit. From now on, first of all, you know me well enough to know that I'm in charge of the video stuff, and I've brought it up several times. And I'm talking to this person now. I'm done scolding you.
I hate it.
Boys, get your shit together for fuck's sake. God damn it, you're better than this.
All
Okay,
right.
brothers, peace be with you forever.
Who is that?
KG.
All right, well, hashtag eat a dick, KG, because this isn't on me. And I
KG
refuse to take responsibility for problems that aren't my fault.
KG has just been uninvited to future Mike Felzone comedy shows.
You only have a backstage pass now, but you're not let in the front door. So you figure it out.
Oh, we have someone who made a new dynamic banter theater.
Yeah, with the bird.
I don't know. Is that what this is?
There is a group that wanted to like take over for Kevin. I sent it to Kevin, and I was like, "Look what you inspired people to do."
Wow, really?
Yeah.
In an episode of DB, I'm sure you've gotten a lot of emails and messages. We're really busy. Oh, so they're saying that they would like to do one.
They have
Listen, I'd say don't ask. Just do it. Just do it, and we'll see it. And if we like it, we like it.
Yeah. I did see it. I did like it.
I didn't see it, and I don't like it. I don't like that I didn't see it. You understand?
That's how everybody feels about your face right now.
These are all too long. Okay, History Road, my favorite golf club. Christopher J says,
I'm
hello,
already
Mike and
invested."
Steve. This is a story about my favorite golf club and my lovely sister. That's my favorite Mother Goose tale. Please pardon any rambling, incoherence, or overuse of semicolons. I probably shouldn't be composing this while in the throes of another migraine.
No one knows how to use a semicolon.
Serious. I was a runt of a little boy, never athletic. I was drawn to golf at a young age.
Can you do me a favor? Anytime there's a semicolon, will you say it out loud?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And even got my own set of secondhand clubs. Cut short just for wee lil me. One
I'm
day.
picturing like jagged metal at the end. where the grip would be.
He's just bleeding from like getting poked by it.
Oh, clubs, they hurt.
One day while hitting balls into the back pasture, semicolon, trying not to hit the pony in the ass again, semicolon, my sister, 9 months my junior, think about that for a second, snuck up behind me just as I swung back with my favorite club. The ensuing scene plays out in my memory as an out-of-body experience. I knew immediately I'd hurt my sister, assumed immediately that it was bad, and immediately took off running. That's a lot of immediatelys. In no particular
You can only
direction.
do one thing immediately.
Yeah, that's true.
If we're being honest.
And when your bird escapes, you need to immediately act.
You need to Google how to act fast.
In no particular direction. Scared out of my gourd. At some point, the older neighbor boy started chasing me, but while I was scrawny, I was fast. I finally collapsed from exhaustion in the field. Wait, you ran away because you thought you hurt your sister so bad you didn't even want to look?
Bad brother.
I finally collapsed from exhaustion in the field across the road while the neighbor boy played a daring game of Frogger behind me.
Now you expect us to feel bad for you collapsing after you ran away from your bleeding
sister. My expert backswing had split open my sister's upper lip and chipped one of her teeth, leaving her today with a nice white scar which shows up brightly on a cold winter's day. I never felt the same again about my beloved 7-iron, which might still be out in the barn somewhere.
Dude is more worried about his raggedy secondhand kid clubs.
But my sister eventually married a really cool guy with a little white scar of his own under his nose, so I guess that's a happy ending.
Do you think if that didn't happen, she would marry a scarless person?
Yeah, she's like, I need to marry a boy with a white scar!
Scarless Johansson.
Anywho, P.S., the pony's long dead. P.P.S., you guys make me happy. P.P.P.S., leotards.
P.P.P.P.S. semicolon.
This person's name is Christopher J. Carlson, New Brunswick, from New Brunswick, Canada.
Thank you so much for your history road. I'm sorry for your sister's face, but it sounds like she's doing well.
And here's something that I love very much. This is a very short history road that I'm very excited about. And it is from Devon, Italy, no Italian.
Okay.
Italy, no Italian. Weird.
Italy, not Italian?
Italy, no Italian. Not alien? Definitely not alien.
Definitely not Italian.
His email address is definitely not the alien. If his name's Devin, that's great.
At Gmail or what?
At Gmail, yeah. For everybody who needs to know. A one-sentence history road from definitely not the alien, and it says, I farted in the shower once and it sounded like the Predator. Thank you so much.
That's fun. My first ever stand-up bit was about shower farts.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it sound like the Predator?
I said there was a couple things in threes, as it always is in comedy. And
Sure.
One was two gang members trying to figure out a secret handshake in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
One was flipping through a wet phone book. And
That's
then there
nice.
was another one.
Flipping through a wet phone book.
Yeah,
That's
imagine
good.
that. Just a soaking wet phone book.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, I just bubbled up. Fuck. Oh, no. I just bubbled up.
Steve.
What? You all right? I just bubbled up. All right. Well, guys, that's it for this episode of Dynamic Banter. Mike, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm great, man. I'm really happy to be back here. I loved it over there, but I was like, I got to get back and work again.
I know. Got to hit the ground running.
I've done 13 or 14 shows in like 6 or 7 days.
Yeah.
So I got a good streak going. I feel real good.
That's nice.
Thank you so much to all the Dynamic Banter fans that came out to
You're
the
welcome.
shows and came to see Steve do his thing.
You're
I
welcome.
know there was a couple people who doubled up. Did you see the guy with the Dave and Ross t-shirt?
Yes.
I
that
ran into them in
fucking
Kensington
t-shirt.
Market.
Holy
I took good pictures of them.
dude.
Yeah.
That
Did I send you
t-shirt.
that?
I don't
meant
think
to.
so.
I
No.
meant to.
Send it to me.
It was a good t-shirt.
But yeah, that fucking t-shirt, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is that someone did a great job on that, making that shirt.
Yeah.
To the point where I think we'll make them.
It was nice. It was good t-shirts. I called you from the stage in Niagara Falls, but you
I
were
know. I was backstage.
Yeah.
Because the guys, the Tin Can brothers were like, can you guys come on stage and do a bit with us? And we were like, okay. And at the last minute, we did a bit that was like really weird and fun.
Nice.
But we were backstage.
Good.
At that exact moment. So any more plugs, or did you do all those while I was looking for music?
Did most of them. New shows all the time. Just go on MikeFalzone.com, and I'm always, which is a Squarespace website, sponsor. And I'm always putting them up there. Also, the Friends and Friends crowd work show, which you were part of last month, comes back on the 20th.
That was fun, man.
And then I'll be in Nashville at the beginning of November, and I'd love to see you there as well. And I really want to. I did. In Niagara Falls, I probably did like an hour and a half, and the last half an hour was Q&A.
Right.
And there were a lot of why doesn't Dynamic Banter go on tour questions.
I know.
And
we have no excuse. Well,
I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but I would do it in a hot second. And I think I'm going to start for March. Definitely let me know where you'd like to see stand up, because that Toronto experience was just like, it made me want to be on tour all the time. I met so many cool people, and it was awesome. So.
If you want to plan a live Dynamic Banter somewhere, then let me know what you want to do, and then we'll figure it out together. That's it. And then we'll do it.
Okay.
I have a little thing coming up. I'm in a Rocky Horror Picture Show
when is
performance. It's happening October 25th, 26th, and 27th. That's 3 shows at 9 p.m. If you've never seen a Rocky Horror Picture Show live, then you're really missing out, because it's debauchery of the highest form.
It's like a party.
And it's like incredibly attractive people, half naked and sweaty, and you're going to love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to be in incredibly close quarters with those types of people and singing great music with a live band, and it's like fucking rock and roll, and it's really cool shit, then come to the 3 Clubs. 3 Clubs is the name of the venue. That's on 1123 Vine Street in Los Angeles. It's a free show.
Nice.
Absolutely free. And it's because of copyright, it is called the Rocky Horror Hipster Show.
Do you not have the rights to? Is that how it works?
It's definitely being done completely under the radar.
Okay.
So let's just have that out there for sure on this official podcast. But yeah, guys, please come to this. It's going to be amazing. I play 2 roles in this musical, and that's the only hint I will give you, unless you've already seen who I'm playing, and maybe I've said it already.
Can
too.
You said one?
I might have said it, yeah. But if you know the role, you already know it's 2 roles. So anyway, yes, Rocky Horror Hipster Show, October 25th, 26th, and 27th. At 3 Clubs in Los Angeles, 9 p.m. all 3 nights. Come to all 3 shows. I'll give you a hug.
That sounds awesome, man.
Yeah, it's free. Bring your friends. Get sexy.
It's also important to remember that you will not get a hug if you do not make all 3 shows.
If you only come to 1 show, I am not hugging you.
What if you come to 2 shows?
No hugs.
First night, last night.
No hugs.
What if you come last night and throw roses on the stage?
If you're looking for hugs, you got to come to all 3.
That's awesome, man. Very excited for you.
But thank you for the opportunity to give you guys the little treats. And thank you for listening to our little fun podcast. And also, you can check out The Valley Folk on YouTube and on patreon.com/The Valley Folk if you want to be a patron of The Valley Folk. I just wrote a new song that is going to be in the next news piece, which goes up next week, and I'm really excited about it.
Those are fun. Those are my favorite thing that you do.
Thank you, man.
Not a big fan of everything else, but the news...
Not a big fan.
All the news things are very great.
Well, thank you, Mike. That's very sweet of you. Yeah. And I got to poop, and I'm ready to do that now.
Great.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We really love you and appreciate you.
Oh, last thing. I've been doing the video episodes of this show, preferably on Friday. But if it's not on Friday, it'll be up on Saturday. And that's it. We heard your feedback, and we love giving you the video episodes
and we're
of
back,
this show.
Baby.
Yeah, and thanks Sarah Gullickson for editing them.
And that's on youtube.com/Mike Falzone if you want to check those out.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yum, 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 yum.
There's a fly in the egg in my soup.
That was a HeadGum podcast.